G'day guys, Dave Lee coming at you once again. In this video, I'll be taking a look at the recent Blu-ray release of Molly's Game from Entertainment One. Molly's Game is written and directed by Aaron Sorkin, his first feature as director, and stars Jessica Chastain, Idris Elba, and Kevin Costner. The movie focuses on the true story of poker princess Molly Bloom, an ex-Olympic skier who would go on to host the world's most exclusive high-stakes poker games, which became the target of an FBI investigation. I reviewed this movie for Entertainment One earlier in the year, and I scored it a 4 out of 5. If you'd like to check my full detailed review on the movie itself, click the link in the top right corner of your screen right now, or click through the hyperlink at the end of the video. Molly's Game was filmed on digital cameras and mastered at a 2K digital intermediate. For the most part, this is a really stunning movie with a beautiful use of vibrant, almost neon pinks, purples, oranges, and blues, forming a really punchy film landscape. This is an incredibly crisp film, and the transfer offers a nice sharp image across the majority of it. In contrast, however, there are a few scenes that do feel a little dull, if not somewhat washed out, especially in low light moments. Digital banding is also prevalent in these moments, but it's nothing that lasts long or is overly distracting. Luckily, most of these moments come early in the movie. The movie also features a really nice 7.1 DTS HD master audio soundtrack, which highlights the movie's great sound design, especially in outdoor sequences, the few action sequences, as well as the ski flashback sequences. Being an Aaron Sorkin production, the dialogue and narration is the most important element of the entire picture, driving the entire narrative. So it's great that dialogue is beautifully pronounced and incredibly clear on this transfer. As for the movie's score, it's not incredibly immersive or even overbearing, but I put this down to being a filmic choice and not something that is attributed to the film's transfer. Molly's Game may not be the most immersive cinematic experience, but the transfer's highlights on the movie's dialogue and gorgeously punchy colorscape make this a satisfying viewing experience and an overall striking presentation. I would personally score the overall experience of the movie on Blu-ray a 4 out of 5. This set is fairly lacking in its selection of special features, offering only a 3-minute featurette and an audio commentary. The featurette, Building an Empire, provides more so an overview of the movie and its story, and offers very little in the way of behind-the-scenes insight. It's made up of a ton of film clips and very short interview vignettes with Chastain, Sorkin, the film's producers, and the real-life Molly Bloom. This isn't an overly insightful piece if you've already watched the movie, but works as a decent advertisement for it, of the kind that you'd likely find on YouTube prior to a film's release. In fact, I'm pretty sure that that is exactly what this featurette is. The audio commentary on this release is certainly the highlight, featuring the narration of Sorkin and the film's 3 editors, Alan Baumgarten, Josh Schaefer, and Elliot Graham. I found this to be an incredibly insightful commentary, especially as a writer and director myself, and someone interested in the art of film editing. There are some great anecdotes in here about the production of the film, as well as some wonderful insights into the machinations of making it a possibility, both on and off set, and the various techniques employed by the filmmakers in camera and in the edit. I particularly enjoyed the discussion of the challenges of non-linear storytelling and editing, and the freedom of using narration as a driving point for a movie, and how it can shape the narration and a film's style. Sorkin goes in depth on his writing process and his experiences as a first-time director. He also discusses his influences on the movie and his interest in Molly Bloom's story. Most importantly though, this commentary gives a really fantastic insight into the collaborative processes between the writer, director, and editors, or as Sorkin calls them, his co-writers. The commentary is overall quite funny and very entertaining, and also very honest, with the creators owning up to mistakes and disappointments in the filmmaking process. Strangely, it seems this commentary is only available on the physical Australian release of the movie, being left off the US and UK releases, though I believe it can be found on international digital platforms. This is certainly a really great addition and a big win for those in Australia, considering the opposite often happens here. Though this is a really great audio commentary, I still wish there was some kind of substantial visual making of documentaries on here, as I certainly know that audio commentaries can often be a chore to get through and really aren't for everybody. A 15 to 20 minute making of documentary on the movie would have been great. Even a profile on the real Molly Bloom of a similar length would have been incredibly welcome. Overall, this is a fairly bare bones release in relation to supplements, but both the quality of and simple existence of the commentary track on this Australian release helps me bump up my score a notch or two. In saying that, I will award the selection of special features on Molly's Game's Australian release a 2.5 out of 5. Once again, Molly's Game is available on Blu-ray and DVD right now in Australia thanks to Entertainment One. Exclusively through JB Hi-Fi, there is also a limited edition version of the disc which features alternate cover artwork. Unfortunately, there are no additional offerings on the disc itself. This movie is also available on Blu-ray and DVD over in the UK thanks to Entertainment One, and in the US courtesy of Universal Pictures. Of course, once again though, these two editions omit that wonderful commentary track for one reason or another, not sure why. And also don't go looking for a 4K edition of this movie anywhere in the world because it doesn't exist and likely never will. There's no reason for a 4K edition of this movie. This is an unfortunately lacking Blu-ray release when it comes to supplemental offerings, but it's a really fantastic movie that does deserve to be viewed at least once, and featuring a really vibrant, enjoyable transfer, it deserves to be viewed on Blu-ray. Don't hold off on a more substantial release of this because I honestly never see it happening. Overall, worth picking up. Thanks once again to my amazing friends over at Entertainment One for providing me with a Blu-ray copy of Molly's Game for the purposes of this review, and thanks once again to everybody out there for watching. If this is your first time viewing my channel, if you enjoyed this video and you'd like to see more like this in the future, then please hit that big old subscribe button up on your screen right now and hit that like button down below. Also, don't forget to check out my many social media accounts and please consider supporting me over on Patreon. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope I'll see you all again soon. Until next time, take care and I hope you have a wonderful day.